Hi, I'm Donnie, D-O-N-I, here with Cultures TV, your global multicultural resource. We're here today with Salina Marie Gomez. I'm really excited to talk to her about her art. She's a graphic novelist, but she has a real passion for liminal identity. So I can't wait for you to meet her and find out about her work. Salina,
Donnie,
hello.
hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see
It's
you.
been a long time. Gosh, how long ago did I meet you?
I
Probably
was
like-
thinking about it, and I think it was in 2003 or 2004.
Is it that long? I was
It's
thinking
been a long time.
2005. Well, you were amazing then, but I actually had no idea that you could draw like this. No idea whatsoever. So tell me, I was really blown away. We talked about your inspiration behind your art, why you do it, but let's start from the beginning. Like, what made you go to art school, and how did you start, and how did you get here?
Yeah, that's a pretty long story, and I'm going to try to sum it up really, really small.
Okay.
But to reiterate what you said, I actually also can't believe that I can draw like that too. So
Really?
it's kind of a fraud syndrome thing that most artists have. I think we just don't really believe we can do it.
See, actually, I drew these, and I just told her she could say they were hers. No, I'm joking. Yeah, they're amazing.
Thanks. I started when I was little, as little as you can imagine. My earliest memories, I had crayons in my hands, and I drew a lot. A lot. Just trying to really kind of find the right verb for that. But I drew a lot. I was pretty
Prolific.
quiet. Yeah, I liked quiet. I liked silence when I was a little girl, and I come from a big family, so 5 older sisters and 1 younger brother. And so by the time they got around to me, I'm pretty sure they just, whatever,
Retired.
kid, you can do whatever, be whatever. So, I was pretty much left to my own devices. So I found myself drawing and coloring, and that was the start of it. And then, did art in high school. Took a lot of classes in high school. I was encouraged to go to the Art Institute of Chicago by my teachers and my family, but chose not to go. I just didn't find myself ready, and that's part of the identity. That's part of being that kind of in between everything. I just didn't feel ready to jump into something like that without having myself secure yet. So then I, went on and did other things like healthcare until I decided what I really wanted to do, and was even studying psychology on scholarship. And within a year of that program, I think I just did a number on myself, and I thought, hey, why don't I just do what I want for a living instead of doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing. So that was when I was 26. I actually went to art school.
That's my next question. Yeah, because a lot of people, we have this image that we should know what we want to do, and even when you go to college, there's so many undeclared majors that you should know what you want to be, and what you want to be when you're 18 is what you're going to want to be when you're 22, 25, 30, or whatever. And it takes a certain amount of courage to really come around and say, no, that's not it for me. I'm going to chuck it all and start over and do what really makes me passionate.
You're absolutely right. My hand was shaking when I was in the student affairs office changing my major to fine art. Like, I gave it a good 6 months thinking about it. And then even when I was in that office and I thought I had it all figured out, I was still so nervous. Like, am I really going to do this? Am I really going to do this to myself? And I just didn't have any other option. I couldn't not be myself. And I just told myself I was going to do it. I was going to try. I was going to make it no matter what. So.
And part of the being yourself, like some of this power comes from within, right? So tell us a little bit about your family and your heritage and how you grew up.
I grew up in a multi-ethnic family. My mother is all 100% Polish, and her parents, my grandparents, spoke Polish to each other all the time. So I grew up with that language and that culture. And then my father is Mexican 100%, and his parents also spoke Spanish and all the time. So I was constantly hearing sort of this northern Slavic language and this, southern Spanish. Well, I guess Spanish is not necessarily southern, but it's...
But it's a Romance language.
Yeah, so, and I grew up in the suburbs outside of Chicago in Downers Grove, so there's a lot of mixing of ethnicities out there.
Right.
So So yeah,
So hold that thought, because we're going to come back in a second. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
yeah.
And when we get back, we'll talk about Salina's heritage and how that fuels her passion.